Hello, and welcome to another episode of Late Night Games. I'm your host, Paul, and joining me again is Dave.
Hey!
For another episode of Shogun 2 Total War. Where we left off, I had just pushed into the first two territories of the Ikko Ikki.
Ikko Ikki.
And they had a massive army amassing on my doorstep that contains, so we have discovered, their Damyo and their Commissioner of Warfare. So after Dave has once again given me his customary 1/7 of his coffers, we are going to get started.
Alright, let's see what we can do with this episode.
We once again start on Dave's turn, so let's see where Dave is moving his units. He still can't attack the Ikko Ikki at this point. How many turns left do you have, Dave?
I'll take a look at the diplomacy screen. I think that I have... It says 3 turns, so we might see me attack them this turn, hopefully. Alright.
The only province I have remaining that I have to get to win is Kyoto, but we also need to combined hold 35 provinces. How about yourself, Dave?
I believe I only need Kyoto as well, so it's just a matter of us going and taking the shogunate and then taking over whatever parts of Japan we can.
It's looking like I'm still going to need 14 turns to get Chonido. I learned that really slow. I can learn sword expertise in 7 turns. Or spear expertise in 7. Heck, I could have Kyujutsu mastery in 16 turns, which I think is a far better use of my... But then again, farms.
It's important to be able to feed your people.
Yeah.
Hungry people don't fight so well.
Sounds like you're ready for an attack somewhere.
I've actually won the battle. It was against the Wacko pirates, and I managed to capture 5 Wacko trade ships.
Nice. Set up some trading, my
Yes.
friend. Oh, we've got
So what I'm gonna
Wacko
do-
pirates on our trade route as well.
Whereabouts?
Just to the east of where I was pushing on the southern point of Ikko Ikki. So where your and my borders are, to the east of that.
Ah, okay.
Near the Miyagi port.
I don't think I can reach them this turn, but I'll get close to it.
Chugging along,
Alright.
chugging along. Dun, 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 dun. What helps build up Way of Chi arts?
Monks. When they level up, you can get them to increase your chi. The other thing is more monasteries, more temples. Each temple gives you a 3% bonus to chi.
I'm just checking some of my lesser used cities to make sure that they still have up-to-date buildings. I could upgrade their forts, but that just eats up more of my food, so I'd rather not.
Alright. I do believe that I'll pass the mantle over to you now, Paul.
Alrighty.
After I exchange units.
Now what do I want to build here? I got a worthy bride. A loyal retainer offers his daughter's hand in marriage. Will this man take her as his bride? I can get a cunning wife for my brother.
Oh, that's a good thing.
And my trade route was rated. And I have the option of non-ban trade.
No.
No, I do not want non-ban in my territory.
Non-ban is, I guess, Edo period Japanese for foreigner. White foreigners, mostly.
Which will lead to Christianity.
Christianity bad. Not that we hold any religious necessary views, but...
It's more so the difficulty of the game.
Yeah.
Okay, I'm upgrading my temple in Fukushima, which will also help to increase the rate that Shinotsuke and Ichigo are converted to Buddhism. And I'm going to upgrade my stronghold in Shinotsuke, because it's probably going to be a pinch point, or a lynch point, sorry. I'm getting these bow warrior monks into the water. And sending them to land over at Sato Island. Which is all they can do this turn, but they are now sitting outside of the castle town of Akawa, which has Bow Ronin. I don't know if the Bow Ronin will beat out my Bow Warrior monks.
Bow Ronin are the equivalent to Bow Samurai, it's just that Ikko has,
Ronin instead of Samurai.
That's right.
Let me check my diplomacy and see if now anyone's willing to trade with me, as I'm now mighty and moderate. Chokosabe, do you wish to trade?
Welcome. And what would you ask of the Chosokabe?
I'll give you my 10-year-old son. No?
I'll do it.
Okay. What about the Mori? They won't survive for very long, but a trade agreement... Nope. Not acceptable.
Now speak your...
Yeah, like, Chokosabe is plus 52 with me, and they won't trade. Oh, well.
I guess they don't think it's worthwhile.
I mean, I have lots of materials. Meh. No biggie. That's why you have all the trade routes. I just keep pushing our armies forward while you maintain trade relations.
And I'll just keep giving you money until I run out.
Alright, now what am I going to do in this place? I'm going to build a monk and send him to the southern army to reinforce it, since I already have a monk reinforcing the northern army. And that's going to be my turn. Really short, sweet, and uneventful. Although we will likely have a battle in the castle as Ikko Ikki try to fight back against my armies.
Chosokabe moving around a lot.
Mm-hmm. And the Hattori. Ikko Ikki are also moving their troops, and here comes the attack.
Ah, you should have no trouble winning this one.
No. If I auto-resolve, it says I'll win, but I'm actually going to fight this one. This is going to be a nice battle.
For the Shogun!
I don't have that many bows, unfortunately. But 2 of the bows I do have are warrior monks. And thankfully I don't have many walls to defend.
I actually, depending on the size of the army, find that the smaller forts are easier to defend, because you don't have to run as far.
Mm-hmm.
You know. But then if you have a larger army and reinforcements, it's probably a better idea to have a bigger castle.
I have a medium-sized army, so I am upgrading this castle currently, but in the meantime, it's still a small little castle.
Just waiting for that lovely loading screen to finish.
Mm-hmm. The Ikko Ikki's Damyo isn't even named Ikko or Ikki.
What's his name?
Shimozuma.
Shimozuma. It's pretty interesting.
Alrighty, so let's start with throwing a bow warrior monk here, and a bow warrior monk here, guarding each of the gates. Normal samurai samurai archers guarding the walls to the north and south. And that gives me my initial defensive. Because really beyond that, there's not much else I can do initially without knowing where he's coming from. And he split his army 4 ways. To the north.
I'll go from the north.
That's his bow.
To the north.
My bow warriors have that down. The southern point is his general, cavalry, and his other general. So all his cavalry are coming from one side. And backing up as soon as they realized they were entering archer range.
To the northeast you have 3 Yari Ashigaru. And to the southeast you have 2 units of Bo Ronin and his Lone Sword Ashigaru. Again, I really think this is going to be an easy battle.
He's got himself split up way too much, but it looks like... No, he's not dismounting. Let's just wait for him to start getting into range. I'm moving my bow warrior monks from the western gate to the eastern gate, since the western front is completely free of enemies. I'm going to hold my samurai archers to the south to watch for those cavalry, and hold my other one to the north, watch for those archers that are slowly making their way up. And beyond that, I just wait for his armies to start approaching mine. I'm also going to move any of my melee units a little... Why are you bow warrior monks not actually on the gate? Get on the gate. Move anyone else I have a little further from the wall for now, just so that when his bows do get in range, all they can attack is my bows.
You want them close enough to be able to run to defend the wall, and skirmish mode is advisable for your bows as well.
Now, is that necessary for the warrior monks?
Yes, for the walls. Yes. They're weak in melee combat.
Skirmish mode on for both. He's got his fire coming too. Alright, it looks like 2 of his samurai are coming up. So I'm moving 2 of mine down to counter. That's if they survive the Bow Warrior Monk onslaught. Look at that rain of death.
They've run.
Ah! Back up! The Bow Ronin are ripping you apart. Alright. You higher level Bow Warrior Monk, you're going to use whistling arrows now. Try and scare your opponents away.
Katana!
Are getting hit from above. Moving them out.
From the north.
The north person came into range, but he's under heavy fire and he's already starting to waver. It looks like he's sending his Yari army in, so my bow warriors just skirmished. I'm going to send my katana back to the wall. All his bows are down.
I would switch them to a run, your katana.
Good call. Not like the other guys will get up the wall in time, really, to mount much of an offense. And it looks like his generals have also approached the wall on foot. So I'm going to send my generals on horseback, as well as a katana samurai, and throw these guys into skirmish mode. Get you into skirmish mode as well.
I would definitely use the rally and inspire commands just to add insult to injury.
My lord, a glorious victory will soon be yours.
Yeah, let's rally everyone. And I will inspire these samurai, which are the samurai retainers. I have inspired my samurai retainers. Meanwhile, his other general unit is trying to flee out the gate, unsuccessfully at that. Ah, and it didn't let me wipe them all out. But that's the end of the battle. Fairly easy. All just getting into good position and letting those highly advanced bow warrior monks do most of the work for us.
Sometimes it's not about fighting hard, it's about fighting smart.
Yep. His biggest mistake was sending his units in one at a time in the initial offense, which allowed my bow warrior monks to just mow down them one unit at a time.
Yeah.
Decisive victory. I lost 89 units. He lost 727.
I'd say that's pretty decisive. Looks like the Ikko Ikki have a black ship. Again.
They do. Still. Does that mean they took it away from my one port? They did. They retreated from my one port.
That is awesome.
So I, on my next turn, will be reestablishing my trade routes. But they have taken it away to try and come and defend the Sato province.
Ah. All right.
So, what's your strategy at this point, Dave?
Oh, what I'm gonna do, if you look at our Wari province, my far west province, I'm just building up an army there.
I see your armies of boats. Okay, yeah, there's your army.
And just preparing to assault Mino from there.
Once your time has come.
Once the time does come, yep.
Which probably won't be until next week's episode, unfortunately.
Unfortunately, yeah. And then if you look in Kai province, which is kind of the one in the middle there, I have an army waiting to storm North Shinano.
Which is all yours, my friend. Your army's been waiting there for like 5 years.
My ninja is just trying to sabotage his little army there just for something to do.
And now your monk's trying to convert them.
And now I'll try to sabotage them again. Apparently he doesn't want to. He was successful that time. What that means is they'll lose a couple of troops. If they fight, they'll be a little bit hindered, and they also will not be able to move on their next turn.
You should probably move one of your ninjas back into Kozuke territory, because the fog of war has prevented us from seeing what's going on there.
I'll have to do it on the next turn.
Yeah.
They've both acted this turn.
Yeah. Because that's where the Ikko Ikki are going to retreat to, the ones that I just fought.
Well, you'll get a turn next. You can take them out.
I don't know if I want to chase them or not, though, because without the defense of the castle, it might be... Then again, I could take out their Damyo and their general.
Yep.
Do I risk losing Shinosuke with a stupid attack, or do I do the attack and take them out?
You just gave yourself the same option twice.
Because there is no option, Dave. I only have one choice. Victory through death!
That doesn't even make any sense.
Well, it's either my victory through their death or their victory through my death.
True. So victory is death. Just their death.
A worthy adversary. Eliminate the following general in battle. Shizumuke Nakayuki. Well, now I really don't have a choice.
What's the reward you'll get?
4 turns of battle fervor.
Nice. That'll help you.
I'm going to actually auto-resolve this battle, though. Because there's no point in fighting it manually.
Oh, sorry. Look at them fight.
I lost 0 units. And I eliminated all of his.
They must have surrendered. Because surely they would be able to kill one person.
And now I have 6 turns of war fervor. Sorry, it was 6 turns. It was within 4 turns I had to do it.
Ah.
And I moved my army back to prevent any chance of rebellion, because there was a heavy chance of rebellion. I am now, before winter causes attrition, going to attack with my bow warrior monks against his bow ronin and samurai retainers. I'm going to fight this manually just to make sure that I don't die, but we're going to fast forward through this one. So, super fast forward mode enabled!
Enabled!
Alright, and we're back. Now, I had a decisive victory, again lost 0 units there, and have finally, after all this time, regained the territory that I have struggled to take for quite some time. The Sato province that was initially the Hanma's and is now mine. I am now prominent on my national renown.
That's not a good thing. It means people like you less, but that's okay.
People aren't trading with me anyways, so it's not like I have anything to lose.
Yep. And you'll notice if you look in the bottom right-hand corner that your income has gone up a bit significantly for this province.
Oh yeah. My income's up to now 1,900 a turn. I am also going to take these 2 trade ships of mine and chuck them out of my main army, because they don't need to stay in my main army. Which means I can send these boats back into my army. I don't know why I sent them away. There we go. Now I have a full navy of non-trade ships. And up in the northern part, I will once again move my trade ship into my trade port since it's no longer being blockaded, jumping my income up by another 400 koku per turn.
Yes.
Which should also increase your income, Dave, because we are trade partners.
It won't until my next turn, I don't believe.
Now I am going to upgrade this castle to a stronghold in case the Ikko Ikki try to take it back. Also upgrade the farmland, the trading port, and I will probably... Oh, I can train bow samurai here, so that's probably what I'm going to do here is just build a bunch more bow samurai to defend this place in case it gets attacked. And I think I'm going to call my turn there, now that I have the gold mines of Sato, and you have the gold mines of...
Trading.
No, you have a gold mine, don't you?
Oh, that's
Yeah,
right.
of Izu.
Aizu.
So you have the Aizu gold mine, I have the Sato gold mine. We are mad cash, thug life for gangsters. Or gangsters for life, or whatever. Yeah, that's not what I do, so I'll never do that again. And I'm going to end my turn and see where the enemy goes. They've got dudes wandering through my territory. I'm going to have to
That's
kill
your
him.
own dude.
Oh,
your own dude.
okay, okay. Phew. Phew. I thought Ikko Ikki had a monk in my territory, and then I realized Ikko Ikki don't have their own monks. Or do they? They're just
They do, yeah.
not Buddhist monks, they're eco monks.
Yep. This monk is my monk. This monk is your monk. Now everyone monk. The monkey monk. Sorry.
A monkey monk? So Goku?
Maybe. Could be Goku. I think you should retreat from that battle.
Retreat! Because he won't be able to catch up. He had to move his full range to get to me.
Wacko pirates attacking us. Alright, well that's where we're going to call it an episode.
Thank you for joining in. It's been quite the productive episode. I've regained my trade routes, temporarily, gained the Sato province, and have defended the massive army on Shimozuke's doorstep.
Stay tuned next time, as it'll finally be my chance to attack the Ikko Ikki. I have a 3-pronged attack planned, although I may only use the first 2 prongs at first, as Paul probably wants the Kozuke province.
At this point, I don't want to leave my forces too thin on the front lines, Dave, until these 2 castles are no longer rebellious. Because right now they've got religion rebellion as well as recently taken over rebellion, so I don't want to move my armies out yet. That being said, you can attack with all the force you want. But
In that case, I will.
we'll deal with that next episode. Thanks again for tuning in. Make sure to check us out on Facebook or Twitter to get in touch with us. Also, you can leave a comment down in the comment section below. Subscribe to keep up to date on all our videos, and like if you like what you're seeing. We'll see you next time, and thanks for watching.
Have a good one.
Bye-bye now.
You always have to get the last word in, don't you?
Oh yeah, that's what I do.